Hello everybody, please forgive how knackered I look and probably look incredibly tired on the face as well and very red. My eyes have been watering. Anyway, I digress. I am currently outside the local co-op. You can't even see the sign. What am I doing? But anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go and get some bits for the off. I haven't had a chance to do it beforehand, so I literally go to TFN tomorrow. TFN Manchester. I travel to Manchester tomorrow, so I am gonna go and get some bits now. I thought to start the vlog experience off here. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do it now. I'm gonna get some bits, get some snacky bits for the room, get some soft drinks for the coach, and things like that, and maybe some, you know, just some little bits. I mean, obviously, it's only for tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday night that I'm actually in the hotel. I don't need as much with me as compared to, say, August or July, August. But I'm gonna go and get everything I need. Yes, so I am now home, people. I'm now home. So, yes, I have got my bits. Like I said in the previous bit, got some snacky bits. Yes, I could have got all that stuff when I literally arrive in Manchester, but I just thought, you know, just get basic stuff. So I just got myself some bottles of water. It's always good to keep hydrated at conventions. I got myself some body spray, shower gel, toothpaste, all that kind of jazz. I just got some snacky bits for the room and some drinks for the coach. There is my bag. Yeah, I'm packing light for this one. I thought it's just easier just to use one of these more like a hold-all sort of rucksack thing. All packed, everything accounted for. I can't wait. So the next time you see me will be in the morning, and I will be on my merry way to Hull City Centre, to Paragon Station interchange to catch the coach. It is morning, it is Friday, and I'm about to head out the door. Everything's packed. Now to go and get the bus. Let's do it. Let's go. Hello people, I am just waiting for the coach now, and yeah, the coach that I usually get to go to TFNation in August, the NX152 service, is currently right there in front of me. It's right there, currently boarding, and the only problem, I'm not on it. It's not my coach. I think mine's the next one due soon, but yeah, it feels strange sat here not boarding the coach that I usually take in order to get to TFNation. But I'm going to Manchester, not going to Birmingham, so different coach. So yeah, I'm currently everything with me, everything that I need, just waiting for my coach to arrive so I can finally sit down and but for some reason from Hull to Manchester it's not a direct route. I've got to divert at Leeds, so I've got a little bit of a respite at Leeds, and then once I'm at Leeds then I get a different coach from Leeds to Manchester. I don't know why, I'm able to go to Hull to Birmingham direct, but when it goes to Manchester, I've got to divert at Leeds. But anyway, so yeah, you will, once I've finally boarded, I'll be finally on my jolly way. Yay. A few moments later, finally on my coach. Yes, literally the 152 just literally departed, and about 5 minutes later mine comes in. Good stuff. So it looks like we're on track to get off on time. But yeah, I'm on the coach and this feels all familiar. I've managed to nab the back seat as normal. But like I said earlier, yeah, I've got to depart at Leeds, or divert at Leeds. I don't know why, I have no idea why. At least it gives me a bit of time to get something to eat if need be, and give me a bit of a respite in between coaches, so I can stretch my legs and all that stuff. But anyway, so next time you see me, I will be in Leeds. Still on the coach, still on the way to Leeds, because I've got to change at Leeds. But yeah, Leeds is the next stop, I believe. It's I think I'm due in about 12, so not far off that now. So hopefully we'll be at Leeds, and I've got a little bit of a wait until the next coach to Manchester. Hey folks, I am currently in Leeds. So I've got about an hour, roughly about an hour or so until I have to catch the next coach to Manchester. But at the meantime, I'm just having a little walk around. I just found the Travelling Man, so I'm going to have a quick look in there and just kill some time really. A few hours later, I am here. How's it going? I do apologise, there's a fan in the background, so if you hear like an air conditioning unit, that's the reason. I've literally just walked in this room, got checked in, perfectly fine. I've got myself breakfast because initially I didn't put breakfast on the room, but it wasn't too badly priced. It was actually, I thought, well, it's going to be, obviously it's only going to be for tomorrow and Sunday morning, but it's going to be a long day on Sunday because my return home isn't until quite late afternoon. I am here. I am checked in. This is my room. This is actually kind of trippy because I've never been in a hotel room on my own before. This is actually kind of trippy. I've never had a hotel room to myself. It is pretty compact in here, and it's going to be comfortable for me on my own anyway. But yeah, it's a pretty compact little room. I will give you a little tour of the room, and I'm going to get freshened up. I'm probably just going to go and see who's about, get acquainted with the hotel, because it's a really interesting hotel with the way it's developed, the way it's done. It's almost like it's an octagon, like it's got many sides, and the way it's all designed is kind of strange. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a little hotel look of what the hotel's like. I'm gonna go to the bar. There seems to be a garden bar, something called a garden bar, so I'm assuming that's the main bar. I don't know where everybody is currently that is here, but I will probably find people. Everything seems to be on the ground floor for the convention, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm on the 4th floor for the room, so yeah, it should be too difficult to find my way around. I will have to just acknowledge, I managed to see Adam White, Mr. Adam White. He met me off the coach, which was very kind of him. He met me off the coach and said, would you like to go for a little walk for half an hour or so around the northern quarter of Manchester? So we went around the northern quarter, went round having a look at the graffiti parts that he really enjoys. So yeah, had a nice chit chat with him for about half an hour or so, and he quite kindly walked me so I can find where I am for the hotel. But yeah, so it was nice to see Adam after, it has been a while since we've met face to face, so that was nice. But yeah, so I'm gonna get more freshened up, because yeah, I've literally been on the go since 8 o'clock this morning. I left home at 8 o'clock this morning and went for the bus, and then I've literally just been on a coach up to Leeds, and then I had about 2 hours at Leeds until my next coach. And I've literally just got here as I've just gone, well, I've got to the hotel. I got to Manchester at about 3:15, but I've only literally just arrived about five minutes ago at the hotel itself. So yeah, I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. I might have a drink, like a soft drink, and then go and have a pint, I think, and get acquainted with the hotel. Obviously, it's me, so I can make as many segments as possible with me on my own, because I don't need my own approval to make video content. Other people, of course, yes. If somebody in particular does not want to be on camera, then I will respect their space. Always be respectful of people's boundaries and space. So let's do it. Let's do it. And tomorrow's the main day. Tonight is going to be just kind of chill out. Most people arriving. As I got here, there was a couple people just coming through the door as well. But I haven't actually seen anybody in particular that I know as of yet, except for one of the guys for Transformers the Show. I saw Billy briefly, and that's pretty much been it. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little look-see at the hotel room. Literally, this is literally what it is. It is literally just this small little square with a nice little desk area, a TV. It's actually perfectly elevated, actually at a good angle, so I'm actually not too bad with that. But it is really, there's a coffee here, so I've got cups. 2 cups, got milk, all that kind of. Oh, I've got Tetley tea. I like it. And yeah, some towels, and little wardrobe area at the back there. And then there's like a little parcel shelf, and I don't know what that's all about, but I'm guessing it's probably for. Well, it's a mirror, so I'm guessing it's kind of like a beauty station, maybe for makeup or whatever. And then we come to the sliding door, because it is literally just a sliding door. Oops. But that is pretty compact little bathroom. But it's a walk-in shower, which is perfect for me. A little basin, and of course the toilet. So yeah, towels. It's clean, it's functional, it'll do me nicely. We've been on my own. I'm not gonna have a problem at all, really, I don't think. But yeah, this is the room. It's, it's nice. I mean, the light is quite dim in here, but it's not bad. How's it going, people? It is still Friday, and yeah, just come back to the hotel room, ordered myself a cheeky Just Eat takeaway. I had a little bit while I was travelling, something to eat, and I just thought to have something now before it gets too late. And but yeah, just come back to the room, had that. But yeah, it's been pretty chilled today. The Friday night ticketed thing is currently underway at the moment, so I've got literally nothing to do. So I'm just going to chill out for about half an hour or whatever, just to let everything settle that I've just had. And then head back down to the bar for some more shenanigans. So far, I've seen a few people, seen Transformers the Show guys, and I've seen Arrowfire. Yeah, a few people that I've been talking to so far. And but yeah, tomorrow's the main day. A lot of people come in tomorrow, so I think tomorrow's going to be probably the better day for socialising aspects. But I didn't bother with a ticket for tonight because I had a look at the schedule while I was on the coach, and I thought, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know, there's a film on tonight. They're showing a film, which is all good, you know, but it's, you know, I've seen it many times. So yeah, tomorrow's going to be the main day, but the fact that I'm my own boss, I'm on my own, I can just go over my own thing, you know. I will say this, the prices at the Pendulum Hotel here is actually a lot more agreeable compared to the Hilton Birmingham, the Hilton in Birmingham for the main one. The prices aren't too bad. The food prices aren't too bad either. The drinks and stuff, you know, even the like whiskey and brandy isn't too badly priced. So to be honest, I mean, I was expecting, considering it being Manchester, a major city, I was expecting it to be quite expensive, but it's actually quite reasonable, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm just going to chill out for a little bit in the room, and then head on back down to the bar and see who's who. Good morning, everybody, or guten Morgen. It is officially the full official full day for TFN Manchester 2026. Okay, all registered, got my wristband. TFN Manchester 2026 is officially on the go. The doors opened at 10 o'clock this morning for the dealer room, and then opening ceremony is at 11. I'm going to go, hopefully try and get a nice mosey on around the dealer room. Just going to wing it all day. See who's here. I've already seen a few people arrive, some more people today. So it's pretty busy. There was a pretty large queue, pretty much right out the front door of the reception area. So it's going to be a busy day. So let's go and have a look-see. I'm going to try and, the best I can, a little look-see at the dealer room area. Let's do it. Okay, so it is still Saturday and it has been in full swing all day long. You would have seen I did some segments of like walking around the dealer room. The dealer room was split into two different rooms, which I think is a great idea. The first room, which you would have seen first off in the clips, was just like some extra stalls. Blockies was in there, primetime toys and all that. And then there was like in the middle, you had like the artists, like a lot of the artists were in there, like the guests. And then you had, sorry, I've got the kettle on at the minute, but yeah, they had like a table in the middle, which were doing like a a competition, a drawing competition. Yeah, they had like this drawing competition on or something. That was pretty cool. And then then there was another room at the back of the hotel where like Toy Fu and a few other stalls were located. But yeah, it's been a good day. I've seen a few more people that came just for today. Hopefully tonight should be good to meet up with, have a last drink this evening. Some people have already gone home. But the thing is, I will say this, I thought it would be a hell of a lot busier than it was. This morning there was a big queue. The doors opened at 10 o'clock this morning. There was a big queue outside the doors. But I went in at roughly about half an hour to an hour later after the doors opened. And it seemed to thin out really, really quickly, which I don't see that as a bad thing. I say that for people to be able to move around the tables, it seemed that you wasn't really in people's way that much, which is good. But yeah, even though this is meant to be a sold out event, it didn't feel like a sold out event. But no, everyone seems in good spirits. People are spending a lot of money. I've spent some money. But yeah, I'm very happy with what I picked up. All shall be revealed when I get home. I will do a haul video and everything and such. But I'm very happy. I've got a mixture of Beast Wars and G1 purchases. It's just been a nice couple of days. Obviously, I'm still here tonight. One more night sleeping, and then I go home tomorrow. I have kind of messed up. I do need to buy myself another bag, because there's one item I am not going to show you just yet, but there's one item that is, I thought it would fit in my bag without a problem, but it's slightly too big, and I've got everything else in my bag. It's just one item that is separate to everything else. So I need to purchase myself either a rucksack or another bag, just so I can get that home. But it's all good. At least it's only one item that I need to sort out. There has been some very interesting times where I've spent a bit too much money, and I ended up having 2 suitcases full and also a backpack full. So I had like 3 bags to just myself. I am going to try and get a little bit of video. I haven't been to any panels at all today. I was going to go to some panels, but I just got waylaid with talking to people. I haven't been to any panels, so I do apologise. There's no footage of any panels in particular. I am going to go into the panel room for the closing, just to give you a little pan of what the room looks like, of where the panels are located. I'm going to go there after I've had my noodles. I'm going to go and just do a little bit of a video of the panel room. But yeah, I've pretty much covered as much as possible for people that have maybe been considering of coming to the Manchester one. If it is still here next year at the Pendulum Hotel, if TFN Manchester 2027 is still at this location, then at least it gives people a good starting point of what to expect. I will say this, the bar is a very small, yes, it's called the garden bar, there is like an outside seated area. However, the weather today has been very weird. Just today it has been sunny, it has hailstoned, it has rained, it has blown a gale, it has been all over the shop. So it has been a weird day weather-wise. Now it is glorious sunshine out there now. It has been weird, but yeah, because of the bad weather, people simply, for obvious reasons, are not going outside because of the weather. So everyone's just, there's not enough seating and there's not enough tables in the bar for everybody. So that's the only downside about this hotel. And also, I will say this, one thing I do not like about my hotel room is this sliding door. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm staying in this room on my own, but if you was staying in this room on your with somebody else, say like a second person, then yeah, there isn't even a lock on the door. There's nothing. It literally just slide open, slide shut, and you basically just anybody can just literally walk in on you. But I will say as well, it does smell quite bad in this room. And it's not me, just before anybody says anything. I think it's the extractor fan in the shower. When I first came in this room, everything smelt fine. And then, literally, after a few hours, because as soon as you come in and turn the lights off, turn the lights on and everything, the extractor fan just comes on its own after turning the lights on. And then while the extractor fan's been on, it is bloody smelly in this room. It smells like a sour smell, like off milk. But that is the only two downsides of this hotel. Is I think the bar is too small for the amount of people that are here for the convention, and also for other people that are staying at the hotel. It's just not. I don't think it's a big enough situated hotel. Bar for everybody to sit down. If the weather was better, then yes, but there's a smell in the room, and yeah, so there's a smell in the room. There's a really crappy idea of a sliding door on the bathroom, which isn't very good for, you know, you're doing your business. So anyone can just simply walk in. There's not even a lock or latch on the door. But anyway, like I say, it's only me in here, but I'm thinking about if there was like a second person, because this room could potentially situate at least one more person.
Chance I might have like used a paint tool in Photoshop to fill, but I don't think I did, because I think I never found that consistent enough as well in some ways, because if I kind of you know yourself, sometimes if you like ink a drawing, no matter how kind of many levels you kind of change, sometimes if you drop in a paint, there'll always still be that little kind of gap, there'll be little gaps here and there and stuff. So I would imagine that was this inked and then like cleaned up digitally, so by adjusting the levels on Photoshop.
Well, yes indeed you do. It is Sunday now, and TFN Manchester 2026 has finally, well, it come to an end. It finished, done and dusted for another year, and it has been a great little weekend. I'm just in the hotel room. I'm sorry if I'm coming over. I'm just absolutely knackered. It's only really, the thing is, it hasn't been a full out thing. But I have been obviously on the go quite a lot, you know, on my feet all the time, walking about and all that kind of thing, socialising. But it has, I'm not as tired as I would be for like the main TFNation, because obviously that's pretty much like 4 days for me, because I get there on a Thursday right through to the Monday. But it has been a great little convention. I will go into a lot more details in my post thoughts. I don't know whether to do it as a live stream or do it as an actual straight up upload video. We'll see what happens, and I'll show off my boats as well, what I picked up. So I am literally just in the room doing my final checks, make sure I haven't misplaced anything, and get checked out of the hotel. But it has been a great weekend, thoroughly enjoyed it. Everybody that has come and said hello, anybody that's spoken to me, if you recognise my face from, you know, from the event, let me know in the comments who you are and sound off and all that kind of jazz, so I can put a name to the face and that. But it has been a great weekend. Seen some great people this weekend. It has been thoroughly needed. A little break away, a little couple of days away, and yeah, back home tomorrow. Back home today. Sadly, I have got a bit of a wait for my coach home, and I'm not going to get home until quite late this evening. But the good thing is, I'm not working tomorrow and Tuesday. I've got the next 2 days off as holiday with work, so I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'm gonna do my final checks and then get checked out. But anyway, bye bye. See you soon. Take care.